Most disappearances happen in the dead of night. But what if someone vanished in plain sight? What if a person walked into broad daylight, down familiar streets, past houses and cars, and was never seen again? These aren't stories of running away or being lost in the woods. These are moments where people seem to dissolve from reality itself. Tonight, we explore 3 baffling disappearances that occurred in full view and left behind only questions. Case 1, Brandon Swanson, Marshall, Minnesota. Brandon Swanson was 19, a regular kid, quiet, responsible, working his way through college. On May 14, 2008, he attended a small end-of-semester party in Canby, Minnesota. He had 1 or 2 drinks, but nothing heavy. Around midnight, he decided to head home to Marshall, just 30 miles away. At 1:54 a.m., Brandon called his parents. He'd driven into a ditch along a gravel road. He wasn't hurt, just annoyed. He asked them to come pick him up. For the next 47 minutes, his parents stayed on the phone with him. Brandon said he could see lights from a nearby town and was walking toward them. His tone was calm, casual. He wasn't panicked, just frustrated they couldn't find each other. Then, at 7:15 a.m., Brandon suddenly cried out, "Oh shit!" The line went silent. The call didn't drop, he simply stopped speaking. His phone remained active, ringing for hours, but he never answered again. The next day, police traced his call and found his car, not near Marshall, but in a completely different direction, outside the tiny town of Taunton. He was 25 miles off course. No one could explain why. Extensive searches followed. Drones, bloodhounds, volunteers combing every field, ditch, and creek. The dogs followed Brandon's scent for over 3 miles before losing it near a riverbank. Some believe he fell in and drowned, but the water was shallow, and divers found nothing. No body, no clothes, no phone, no footprints beyond that point. The strangest part? Brandon had told his parents he was heading toward town, but he wasn't. He was walking deeper into the farmland, away from any lights. Years later, no trace of him has surfaced. His parents still keep the same number, just in case he calls again. Brandon Swanson disappeared while talking to his parents, less than an hour from home on a quiet Minnesota night. Whatever happened, it happened fast, and without a sound. Case 2, Jason Jolkowski, Omaha, Nebraska. Jason Jolkowski wasn't the type to cause concern. At 19, he lived at home with his parents, worked part-time at a local radio station, and had no history of mental illness or trouble. On June 13, 2001, he was scheduled to work a shift at a local college. A coworker offered to pick him up, just 8 blocks from his home. Jason said he'd meet her there. He left home around 11:15 a.m. and began the short walk to Benson High School. He never arrived. The route he planned was simple, safe. He'd walked it many times before. It was broad daylight. There were houses, traffic, people. Jason vanished somewhere between his front door and that school. His parents called police, but they were told he wasn't technically a missing person yet. Hours passed, then days, but no one saw anything. No security cameras captured him. No witness remembered seeing a young man walking down the sidewalk. Police checked hospitals, shelters, parks. Jason had no enemies, no troubled relationships. He wasn't depressed. His bank account and phone records showed nothing unusual. His family described him as introverted but dependable. The only clue came from a neighbor who remembered seeing Jason outside, helping his younger brother bring in trash cans. That was just minutes before he left. And then, nothing. Over 20 years later, Jason's case remains unsolved. His disappearance led to the creation of Project Jason, an organization helping other families of missing persons. But for Jason himself, no trace, no sightings, no answers. It's as if he stepped into a crack between worlds and never came back. Case 3, Trevor Deely, Dublin, Ireland. December 8, 2000, Dublin, Ireland. Trevor Deely was 22, working in IT and preparing for the holidays. That night, he attended his office Christmas party and left in the early hours of the morning. Heavy rain fell as he walked alone through the city, heading to his apartment. He stopped by his office around 3:30 a.m., likely to grab an umbrella or check something before heading home. Surveillance footage captured 2 things. First, a mysterious man in black waiting outside the building before Trevor arrived. He appeared to watch him. Second, Trevor walking down a nearby road and the same man following a short distance behind. That was the last confirmed sighting of Trevor Deely. His disappearance stunned the city. He had no enemies, no shady lifestyle, no mental health concerns. He didn't drink excessively that night. Nothing indicated a reason to vanish. CCTV footage from other streets was reviewed, but the trail ended quickly. The man in black, never identified. Witnesses, psychics, anonymous tips, all dead ends. One theory involves a random mugging gone wrong. Another suggests Trevor may have discovered something at work that night. Some believe the man in black wasn't random, but someone who had been watching Trevor for days. His family has held annual vigils for over 2 decades. In 2017, police excavated a wooded area after receiving an anonymous tip, but they found nothing. Trevor Deely walked through a well-lit central part of Dublin, a place filled with people, cameras, and cars, and yet, he disappeared without a trace. Today, he's known as Ireland's Brian Shaffer, a reference to another man who vanished on camera, never to be seen again. Brandon, Jason, Trevor, these weren't troubled souls. They didn't leave in the night or hide in the dark. They vanished in plain sight, on sidewalks, in cities, under the open sky, and somehow no one saw them go. Subscribe now for more real-life mysteries that leave behind more questions than answers, and remind us that sometimes the world really can just swallow you whole.